today.
大家看见我们读的中文和合版的圣经，
It was because of their love for Jesus that they did it.
这个中文的翻译本就是这些外国宣道士翻译的，他们是怀着对耶稣的爱翻译的中文的圣经。
It was because of their love for Jesus that you have a Chinese Bible today.
因为这些宣道士对基督耶稣对上帝的爱，使得我们今天的中国人100多年以后的中国人手里拿的圣经，就是他们当年翻的中文版的圣经。
That wasn't easy to do.
这个翻译中文的圣经，这个可是很不容易的。
When the missionaries first went to China and they saw how you write your language.
这个外国的宣道士到了中国以后，才发现中国人写字是这样写法的。
They were discouraged. How can we learn this language?
他们开始的时候，他们就根本就是很沮丧，他们很失望，觉得我们这个做梦是一辈子都学不会那个这样写字。
But because of their love for Jesus, they worked hard at learning that language.
但是因为他们爱耶稣的缘故，他们想尽一切的办法来学习中文。
And then they already knew Greek and they already knew Hebrew, and so they put the two languages and they translated that into the Chinese language.
他们不但花大量的心血学中文，然后呢，学了以后还要把他们要去学这个希腊文和希伯来文这2种文字。旧约圣经用希伯来文写，他们要把从希伯来文翻成中文，然后新约圣经是希腊文写，要从希腊文翻译成中文圣经。新约。
So how many Chinese Bibles are there today? Because they were willing to do hard work because of their love for Jesus.
因为他们对耶稣的爱，所以他们翻译了这个圣经，克服了重重的困难。他们没有什么参考书可以参考的，也没有互联网的。但是今天有成亿、过亿的中国人手里拿了圣经。
Now we'll go to Vietnam.
如果我们到越南去看一看，
And there's a town, Chiao Reo, in Vietnam.
在越南有一个这个镇叫 j e o r a
And when the communists took over South China, South Vietnam,
当这个北越的共产党的军队征服了南越的这个地区以后，
there were a few Christians in the city of Chiao Reo.
在这个 j e r a 这个城市里面，有一小部分的基督徒生活在那个地方。
These were tribes people, the Jarai tribes people.
他们是一种少数民族，这种少数民族叫做 Jera。
But they loved their Lord Jesus.
他们这几个基督徒也非常的爱他们的主耶稣。
And the communists said you cannot worship in the church.
所以当时的共产党的政府就颁布命令说，你们不能在教会里面敬拜你们的耶稣。
The missionaries who had been there preaching the gospel to them had to leave now.
那些外国的宣教士在那个地方在讲上帝道的这宣教士已经都被赶出了越南。
But if they meant to leave, they knew that the police would get after them.
但是他们当然知道，如果他们强行的要在教会里面去这个过礼拜的话，那么警察一定会把他们抓走。
So they talked quietly to each other and said, "Look, we will go out into the forest, out into the jungle, and in a certain place, and we will meet there and worship there."
所以他们就彼此商议好了以后，我们不到教堂去，但是我们到什么？到野外，到森林里面去。我们到某哪一个地方，我们在那个地方去做礼拜。
And so they did this. They would not all go out together. One would go this road, one would go that path, one and different paths at different times. But they met out there at a certain place.
所以后来他们就商定好了以后，个人走个人不同的方向，看起来不是那么扎眼，就是你走这条路，那个人走那条路，这样慢慢就，但是目的地是同一个地方，他们要一起聚集以后敬拜。
But the communist police were always looking and seeing how people were doing if they were doing what they wanted them to do.
这个当然知道，大家都不是一点都不奇怪。这个共产党的政府呢，就派出很多的秘密警察，这些人呢，他们就到处就关注这些老百姓在做什么，有没有做这个不听话的事情。
After a while, And they were especially watching the people that they knew were Christians.
当然，他们其中就重点观察的对象之一就是这几个基督徒。
And after a while, they began to suspect these people are going out into the jungle. They must be going out there for some reason.
过了一段时间，他们发现这些人老到这个野外森林里面，一定在那里面不知道做什么见不得人的事情。
So they went. So they sent people out to spy, and eventually they found where they were meeting.
所以最后他们就派出一些密探、一些侦察兵啊，到那个地方去看看到底。最后他们还是发现这几个基督徒就在那个地方秘密聚会。
They wanted to stop the work of the gospel.
他们的目的只有一个，就是要停止教会传福音的工作。
So they hid soldiers out in the jungle where they usually met, but they hid them out there.
最后他们就派出一些士兵在那个地方埋伏，准备伏击这些基督徒。
So the next Sunday that these people went out there to worship, they waited until they all got together, and then the soldiers stood up, came in, and shot them all.
后来到第二天，这个所有的基督徒都到齐了以后，这些埋伏的士兵就站起来以后，就用枪扫射把他们都击倒。
And they came back into Jericho. The
然后
soldiers did.
然后这些士兵就回到这个 Jericho 这个城里面，
And they told the people in Jericho, said, look, go out in the jungle and see what happens to anybody who is going to follow this American religion.
他们就一边敲锣打鼓，一边就把所有的这个镇上人都招来说，你们现在到那个地方去，在那个地方呢，你们去看，如果有人要去做这些人做的事情，那就是你们要得到同样的下场。意思说，你们要做同样的事，要去传福音、去敬拜的话，那么他们的下场就是你们的下场。
Now, so the people of the town, they went out to see what happened.
那当然，这个全镇的人都要去看了，这到底出了什么大事啊？他们就去看。
And they came out to the place, and they saw Bibles and hymn books with blood on them lying around, but no people, no bodies.
他们就去了以后发现很奇怪了，圣经有很多的东西，尤其是翻开的圣经上面都是鲜血，但是呢，尸体都不见了。
Now, that's all they saw.
这是他们看到的全部的事情。
But we know what happened to the bodies.
但是我们知道这些尸体去了哪里，
Because during the war in Vietnam, whenever the Tigers would hear gunfire, they would go towards that gunfire because they knew they'd find a body.
在越南战争的时期，越南丛林里面的这些老虎都已经有经验，只要什么地方有打枪的声音，他们就在那个地方就是守伏的，就是蹲伏着，等到枪打完，他们就出去，知道一定有刚刚被杀死的人在那个地方，他们就可以吃这些人。
So this is what happened to the Tigers had come and found the bodies and taken the bodies away.
所以很显然是打完枪，这些人走了，然后呢，老虎来了以后就把这些尸体都拖走了，他们就可以饱餐一顿。
The people in Jericho, they began to think about why those Christians would take that risk.
这个镇上的 Jericho 镇上的人，他们就开始思考一个问题：为什么这些人冒着如此大的生命的危险去做这么一个在他们以前看来没有意义的事情？
And they said, if their God is that precious that they were willing to die that way, we want to follow that religion.
他们说，如果他们的神能让这些人心甘情愿的舍命都在所不惜的话，我们也想信他们所信的信仰。
And so when I was told this story by somebody who had heard this from people from Jericho, the number of Christians in Jericho wasn't just a little group like us here, but there were 2,000 Christians there.
到后来我听到这个故事的时候，是一个从 Jericho 来的人，他告诉我们说，当这些人杀完了以后，现在 Jericho 这个镇上基督徒的人数已经有2000人了。
That could only happen because the people who followed Jesus loved Jesus so much that they were willing to risk anything for it.
所以我们现在